Hello, everybody. This is Philip calling from Switzerland.
Hi.
Hi. How are you guys?
Very well,
Doing
thanks. How are you?
well. How are you?
Great, great. So first of all, congratulations to your latest show. What a roller coaster ride.
It has definitely been a roller coaster, that's for sure.
Mhm.
What will be different in season 2 than in season 1, in your words?
Well, we definitely see lives definitely change. I think we kind of see that, especially after what happens in the finale of season 1, lives are about to change, circumstances and environment changes. We're still, all these girls are still trying their best and working with what they have to survive. And also now it's about survival, and it's also about finding peace, finding joy, and creating stronger connections with people.
Absolutely. Everything is sort of turned up a notch in all the ways that Mia just said, and the levity, and but then also in opposition to that, it's the extreme. It's all really dialed up.
Okay, good. Let's talk about that social experiment. What do you think about that, the whole idea?
Oh, I mean, Gretchen is crazy. She has to be crazy. But it's interesting. It's interesting because obviously have so much sort of resentment towards what Gretchen's doing because it is so not humane, and just out of this world. But after seeing, I mean, especially for my character Shelby, seeing how she's grown from being on this island, doing this experiment, it's hard not to be also a little bit thankful for that.
Yeah, totally. She really is an evil genius, because what she manages to achieve and the community that she forges in us is so incredible, although extremely inhumane.
Yeah.
During watching the whole program, I asked myself, would I survive on an island like this?
Yeah.
And to be honest, probably not.
Fair enough.
What about you guys?
I feel like I have this fake confidence because we've shot the show. So I'm like, I could totally do that. But it's like, there's been zero part of it that I know. But I feel like I've already done it. So I'm like, I could do it again. But in honesty, I mean, I reckon I'd last a couple of weeks longer than I might have before we filmed The Wilds.
Yeah, I feel like.
But in real life, there is no trailer and no catering and
exactly. Exactly. I know it was very different, very, very different behind the scenes. I feel like I would last longer than I think I would. Like, I feel like I would sit here and say about last couple of weeks until the sunburn gets too bad. I just burn to a crisp, maybe. But I feel like my strength comes out in emergencies. So who knows? But I don't think I would survive as long as these girls. Let's be honest. I don't have the skills. Yeah.
What would you miss the most on a lonely island?
Well, it depends if we have companionship there. It depends who we're with. I think I'd miss my dog. I miss my dog. I miss watching Friends. Those kind of escapisms, sort of things that we do to feel like that we can switch off. I feel like when we're stranded on an island, there is none of that. You're constantly resisting or indulging your fight or flight moments. So I feel like I'd miss that, just of watching your TV and escaping into another world or reading a book, things like that.
Yeah. So I mean, as Mia said, if not companionship and community, then you got to take a load off. You can't really do that if you're.
Yeah, totally.
Absolutely. So the show is set somewhere around Hawaii, but you shoot this time in Australia, I guess. Here is a picture of you guys. How was that like?
It was so fun. It was so amazing being in Australia. It was in new spaces. We all got to kind of like, none of us had spent any time in that city before, figuring out the places we like to go and how we like to live there. And Australia is so beautiful, and the Queensland, all the crew up there were just so amazing. So
yeah, the crew are amazing. Yeah, agreed.
Did you see some kangaroos?
Yes.
Yeah. On Stradbroke.
And on Stradbroke. Yeah. Oh, we saw a koala, and I'm Australian, and I'd never seen a koala in the wild before in my life, and neither had my dad. And when I saw it in the tree, I was like, oh my God, is that a freaking koala? Took a photo. My dad was like, oh my God, you have to send me all the pictures. I've never seen that before, that are so rare. So I felt very excited about that.
We saw whales outside our hotel because it was the whale migration at the time that we're going. I can't remember where they were going, but it was amazing. It was so cool.
Yeah, in terms of wildlife, that was actually really fabulous.
Yeah. Dolphins as well. Anyway, I could talk about it all day.
Yeah, truly.
Unfortunately, I never been there, but it must be a huge country, I guess.
Mm-hmm. It's huge. Yeah, there's a lot of space.
What was the biggest challenge for you during the shooting?
The biggest challenge, I'm not sure.
I think filming amongst COVID was a new challenge as well, which I'm sure a lot of people were talking about, but that was something that obviously we never experienced, and just sort of making sure that you kind of keep your life tight so that if anything were to happen, you're not putting anyone else in danger. And it's just this new awareness. You can kind of, maybe it felt more like we were really, really in the world the entire time, because it's not like you could duck home for a weekend or anything like that because of the risks. So, I mean, that was amazing because it was kind of more immersive, but then also, you know, you're living in a different place in your own world for 6 months. It's an interesting challenge.
Yeah, COVID definitely was a very new thing to have to deal with, and a very interesting challenge. But, you know, by the end of it, you just became so used to it, all of those routine COVID tests and also all the lockdowns, like cities locking down, and it's just crazy. But you do get used to it, unfortunately, because you don't want to have to get used to something like that. But that is reality,
What do you wish the audience would take away from that show?
I hope audience members leave with an added layer of empathy. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but I feel like one of the things that this show does really well is showcasing the human experience in a way, and highlighting how, you know, there is this group of people you would never know what they've been through and what they're hiding, what their demons are. And I think this show really does a good job of making you have to look back and go, oh my gosh, like, you don't know how many people in your life you've come in contact with that you might even be really close friends with that have gone through something really, really serious. So it makes you think, it makes me think, like, I start thinking about all the people that I have in my life, or the people that you see online, or like anyone. It's like, I think, and it removes a lot of judgment, at least for me. And I hope that's what people take from it, that they maybe judge people a bit less.
Yeah. And I would say as well, oh, no, that's all right. That's okay.
Unfortunately, my time is up, and a lot of other journalists waiting for you. Thank you so much, guys, talking to us. It was a pleasure. It was fun, very interesting. All the best for you, and I hope I see you for season 3.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.